Welcome back. Wonderful to see you. I am going to share my screen with you today. Today, we're going to explore Tai Chi in our meditation series from the Village in Howard, exploring lower back pain and radical acceptance from Brach or rain. You do know I'm a part of the Village in Howard, which is from Columbia, Maryland. And notice our QR code, so you can just go right into our website at www.thevillageinhoward.org. If you look on top of our website, you'll see one of the parts is our resource tab. And if you like the meditations that are being shown, you can go under that resource tab and see all those public videos. And our whole series includes anywhere from intro to meditation to aging gracefully, our inner journey behind the mask. And we do have information on the top about who is tvih and some of the things that we do. So we hope that you'll connect with our YouTube channel and see what's going on, or connect with our website. Did you know that by the year 2034, the current 5-year-old's life expectancy is about 100 years old? Therefore, we need successful living transitions, and we're going to empower your seniors. That's us. So one of the ways is to do Tai Chi and meditation. So that's why we're exploring this series. And what we'll be covering during this session is talking about lower back pain, if you have it, what can help, how Tai Chi can help you. We'll explore physical and emotional pain as Tara Brach's theory of radical acceptance theory, or RAIN. And then we'll have some relaxing piano music to just chill with. So, any of you here have lower back pain? I know I do at many times, lower, upper, whole bit. And maybe you feel it as a dull ache to stabbing or shooting sensation and making it hard to move or stand up straight. And it can be acute. Maybe it happened by sports or heavy lifting. And we consider it chronic pain if it lasts more than 3 months. And if it goes on for 72 hours or more, do consult your doctor. You would want to go to urgent care after a fall or injury, especially at our age, or back pain with bowel or bladder control problems, or if you have leg weakness, fever, or pain when you're coughing or going to the bathroom peeing. That muscle strain or sciatica, as I said, can come from heavy lifting or vigorous exercise. And if you notice those small jelly-filled discs that protect, those are the things that protect the space between the vertebrae. If the disc bulges or breaks, that can push upon your nerves. And that sciatic nerve is something such that the pain would run down one of your legs. I think we all have experienced some type of back pain during our day. And how can we get it? Well, we can get it from sitting at our desk all day and slouching, or maybe overstuffed bag or handbag can strain your lower back. So you might want to switch to those wheeled briefcases if you have things that you have to carry. Maybe you were overdoing it at the gym or the golf course, which can cause overextended muscles. Or you can be vulnerable if you're inactive during the week, or spending hours at the gym, or bocce on weekends, or pickleball. As we said, the spine's vertebrae is cushioned by gel-like discs prone to wear and tear, also from aging as well as injuries. So we talked about that weakened disc may rupture or bulge, putting pressure on your spinal nerve roots. Well, we're at risk if you had first back pain in your 30s. We're at risk if it's with age or overweight or sedentary, or if we're lifting, as we said. So what do you do to help your back pain? You can think for a minute. I know the other day I was such in pain, so I thought, aha, make sure I stand up straight and don't slouch. And sit with good lumbar support for your lower back, your shoulders back with your feet on a low stool. Stand straight, keeping your weight evenly balanced on both feet. And I know I alternate standing when I'm standing straight, so that's not a good thing to do. And as I said the other day, I decided, let me take a warm bath. Oh, because I was hurting. Or maybe you might want to use a heating pad and keep up some of those normal activities. For staying in bed might make it worse. Or you could do yoga, or if you believe in a chiropractor for spinal manipulation, for sure massage or acupuncture. Then more intensely could be medication or injections or surgery, and again, physical therapy. So right now we do have Dr. Adam Potts, who is going to share with us how to do Tai Chi for lower back pain. So let's work with him right now, whether you be seated or standing, with Dr. Adam Potts, physical therapist and Tai Chi instructor.
In this video, we're going to do a Tai Chi flow that's designed to help people with low back pain or to help prevent it from happening in the future. My name's Adam, and I'm a physical therapist and a Tai Chi instructor. And the best thing you can do if you do have low back pain, in addition to Tai Chi, is to get an evaluation from a physical therapist. Now, if any of these movements bother you, you can skip them or just do very small motions. Make sure to watch to the very end of the video, because after the flow, I'm going to show you some additional exercises that you can do to keep your back feeling healthy and feeling good over time. So you don't need a lot of space to do this sequence. You just need enough room where you can reach your arms out to the sides, and enough space where you can take a step forward and a step back. You don't have to memorize anything. You don't have to get anything perfect. Just follow along and just do what you see. I'll be your mirror image, but if you go one way and I go the other, I promise I won't get mad. And then also I cue the breathing, but if the breathing part stresses you out, you can just breathe normal. My only rule is that you do breathe. And then also, you can do the whole sequence sitting in a chair, standing, or you can alternate sitting and standing as needed. So without further ado, find a place where you can do some mindful movement. So if you're standing, we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen. Close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. And as you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, the belly returns towards the spine, abdominal breathing. Breathing in and breathing out, coming into the present moment, arriving in the body, letting go of all the worries of the day, coming into the here and now. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top of the inhale just for a moment, and then let it out with a big sigh, just letting out tension and stress. The hands can float down by the sides. As you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as if you're gathering in energy right into the heart. Send it down through the body and into the earth. We call this sinking the chi. The chi is the life force energy, the source of our power and vitality. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, grounding. One more time, sink the chi. And then from here, you can step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front to about shoulder height. Then the arms get heavy, floating down, the knees and hips soften. Breathing in like mist rising from the lake. Breathing out, fingertips floating down like a soft rain. Call this one opening the door, start of the journey. Just adding in some gentle movement, setting the tempo, the rhythm of the flow. Now this time, the hands circle in front, making two loose fists. The forearms come towards each other and then rounding the back. And then reverse direction, the arms open out to the sides as you open the shoulders and chest. Breathe out as you round the back. Breathe in as you open. Or take as many breaths as you need. We call this spinal cord breathing. Gently lubricating the joints of the spine, sending the joints nutrition and hydration. One more time, open. And then from here, the arms float out to the sides. They drift down, then the palms face up. They float up the midline, then turning at the heart, pressing up overhead, and then the arms float out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in as the arms float up. Breathing out, floating down. This movement helps to decompress the spine, opening up the joints. It's kind of like a good morning stretch. One more time. Holding up the sky. And then from here, the hands float up to the heart, and then one hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting above and below. The hands spiral back towards the heart, and then we'll switch sides, keeping the spine neutral at first. And then if you want, you can very gently do a little side bend, but always easing in, never forcing it. And then one more time to the other side, connecting above and below. This time the bottom hand comes up, and then we'll push to the corner. The other hand pushes in the opposite direction. And then coming back to center, we'll go to the other corner. The dragon spreads its wings. It's a gentle rotation. You can turn a little more if you want this time, but once again, just easing in. One more time, the dragon spreads its wings. And then from here, we'll round out the arms and then bring the arms right out in front as if you're hugging a big tree. And then from here, the hands come together into a steeple position. The index fingers pointing up, spread the feet out a little bit wider, and then melting down. And then as you rise up, reaching the arms up overhead. You can even look up if it feels okay for you. And then coming back down, we call this one the arrow. Coming up, you can even do a little back bend if you like. So strengthening the legs, increasing flexibility in the lower back. Most people are bent over way too much throughout the day. This can help reverse that. Start to increase flexibility and mobility in the lower back. One more time, the arrow. And then from here, release the hands, circle around and hug the big tree. You can step the feet in a little bit closer together. The arms open up wide. And this hand scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. The top hand goes away, just for now. Then we'll step out to the corner. As you step out, the bottom hand tosses the moon off into the sky. And then circle the hand back around, toss away, as if you could toss the moon. This time the other hand comes back on top, catch the moon, the bottom hand tosses away, the other hand stays behind, parting the wild horse's mane. Breathing in, breathing out, or once again, take as many breaths as you need. And don't worry about getting it perfect. As long as you're moving, I'm happy. One more time, parting the horse's mane. And then from here, step the foot back in, hug the big tree right out in front, rounding out, softening down. The arms open, then this hand scoops under, step in, catch the moon, the top hand goes away, we'll step out to the other corner, and as you step out, we'll toss away. And circle back around. Feeling all the sensations that you can, and the other hand comes back on top. Bottom hand tosses away, the other hand stays behind, pushing down, parting the wild horse's mane, creating tranquility out of chaos. Breathing in, breathing out, bringing mindfulness to the body. Don't want to miss a thing. One more time, parting the horse's mane. And then from here, step the foot back in, hug the big tree right out in front. The arms open up wide. This time the hands float down, the palms face up, one hand right on top of the other. And this hand here drops down, floats all the way up and over, and then down the center line of the body. And then other side, breathing in, the arm floats up, breathing out, centering. Do that one again, creating mental focus and clarity. One more time, centering. This time, both arms float all the way up and over. They drift down towards the waist as you soften the hips and knees. Encircle the hands in front as if you're gathering in energy right into the heart to transform into loving kindness, self-compassion. One more time, all the way up and over. Down to the waist. This time we'll make a diamond shape with the hands right in front of the heart and then press out. Reaching, connecting, sending out all your loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. And then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze and let your body rock and sway ever so slightly, bamboo in the wind. Feeling into the body, just noticing the sensations, the sense of curiosity, letting go of judgment or adding on to the story. And then you can bring your attention to your breath, just noticing the inflow and the outflow without trying to control it in any way. And then you can bring your attention into your heart, expressing gratitude to yourself for taking the time to cultivate flexibility and balance and strength of body and mind, and compassion in the heart. Then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with the bow. So what I'd love for you to do now,
Now I want you just to quietly reflect on how that Tai Chi with Dr. Adam Potts helps your lower back. And you can do this daily. Just feel how it is to help you. Some of those movements were great. But now we want to explore a theory from Tara Brach to deal with emotional and physical pain. She is an American psychologist and author who is a proponent of Buddhist meditation. Is one of the founders of Insight Meditation right here in DC. Attended the Krippala Center in California, same as Dr. Adam Potts. She was doing e-teaching on Wednesdays in Bethesda with Jack Cornfield and Sharon Salzberg at 7:30 p.m. Teaches in California and Europe. She attended Clark University and majored in psych and political science, and has her doctorate from Fielding Graduate University in clinical psych. And her theory embodies RAIN, which is R is for recognize your concern, A, allow it just to be with it, I, investigate it, and N, to nurture. Let's go a little deeper with it. She shares the intimacy that arises in listening and speaking the truth is only possible if we can open to the vulnerability of our own hearts. So breathing in, contacting the life that is right here is the first step. And once we have held ourselves with kindness, we can touch others in a vital and healing way. So, as I said, this radical acceptance, the first thing we do is how you can navigate through these difficult times. And you're going to bring gentle awareness and just sit with the feeling. And then you're going to allow yourself to feel and breathe with it, get to know it, go beneath it. And then you're going to try to recognize those feelings. Are you feeling sad or angry? Or maybe they are simultaneous. Do you notice the beauty of the trees, the glimpse of the green, the beauty of a child's laughter? And you bring them both together. So, welcome to the next part of our meditation. Breathing in, breathing out, and smiling, as Thich Nhat Hanh says. For the nature of life is change. Yet, the nature of human beings is to resist change. We know that. And how ironic that the difficult times we fear might ruin us are the very, very ones that can break us open and help us blossom into who we were meant to be. By Elizabeth Lesser. I think I learned more from my negative times in life than from my positive times. So, where can rain be helpful? And has it been helpful to you this year? Well, maybe think of a situation where maybe this could be dealt with, because we're going to be doing that in a minute. So let's breathe for the joy to be steady and calm. Breathe in and out for your sorrow to flow away. Breathe in and out to renew every cell of your blood. Breathe in and out to renew the depth of consciousness. Breathe and you dwell in the here and now. Breathe and all you touch is new and real. From Sister Annabelle Lady in the Plum Village, where Thich Nhat Hanh was. So let's begin our practice. Settle your body into a comfortable position. Releasing your shoulders away from your ears. Unclenching your jaw. And dropping your tongue from the roof of your mouth. As we go through a light rain for difficult times. Recognizing what is happening, which is the root of understanding. Allowing life to be just as it is, as we have grounds for love. Investigate with gentle attention and deeper understanding. And nurture, where we awaken our loves. And after the rain, let's realize self-compassion. Sit comfortably and find a position that makes you at ease but alert. You might close your eyes, scanning and sensing your life and what you might need to give attention to. Maybe it's when you turned against yourself, or where you might be judging or blaming yourself, or somewhere you've been having a hard time. Wherever you're feeling you've been having a hard time or something you're anticipating, go into what's been disturbing you or what might be going to go wrong. R for recognize. With the R, rain, let's recognize what is predominant. Not to add any blame, judgment, fear, or anxiety or anger, or even irritation. Just let it be. Then mentally whisper the name and what you are most aware of right now. A, allow. Allow it to be here. Take some courage, just pause with it. Like a wave in the ocean. Don't try to fix it. Just ignore it. Let it be. I investigate. Investigate into your body. Become aware of your throat, your chest, belly. Gently put your hand wherever you feel the most emotion. Let the touch help you to breathe with it, be with it. Just be here. You might sense what you are believing, what's going to go wrong, or what is wrong with you. Deepen that attention to where that belief lives in your body. You know, often it lives in your throat or your chest or your belly. And again, it takes courage, but to directly contact that because it is a vulnerable place to live. Pay attention to it right now. It might be the feeling of failure, or perhaps the feel of isolation, sadness, anger. You might sense the most vulnerable part of this experience. Where is that vulnerability the strongest? What does this place need? What do you need? And what is the flavor nurturing its needs? And nurture. Is it acceptance? Forgiveness? Maybe understanding or love? Or maybe you need a passionate embrace or just belonging. Sense the witness right now of the most compassionate place in your being and how that awakes or awakens your heart part and can offer something to you right now. This place of kindness, of vulnerability. Your touch now can really be tender, to care. Let the message of this place be trust and goodness. It is truly okay. See if you can let the nurturing in. It's sometimes the most challenging of all. Just to sense the love, the light, and warmth. Perhaps it's coming from your awake heart. Or sometimes it's easier to sense the message of love coming from being that you trust others. Maybe a spiritual healer, a teacher, a grandmother, a therapist or friend. That's okay too. Just let it in. And then taking some moments to sense the presence that is right here. To notice the shift, whether it's small or large, from the sense of self when you started. Maybe from the failing self or the anxious self to some more degree presence and compassion for the heart space that is here. And know that this opening into heart space is more the truth of who you are. And let that knowing deepen the trust in your basic goodness. And let's contemplate on the rain, recognizing, allowing, investigating, nurturing. Breathe in and out. And slowly reawaken your body. Feeling your mind and your body becoming more awake and alert. Move your arms and your legs and stretch those muscles to let them awaken. And sit for a moment with your eyes open, observing the room around you. When you're ready, return to your usual activities, keeping with you a calm sense of relief, smile. Namaste. Next week, we'll do Tai Chi for balance and flow with Dr. Adam Pumitz. Namaste. See you next week. Brandon.